That is a fact. And tonight is a Monday. And
Monday.
Monday. And we're joined by Crindar. What's up, bud?
Not too much. How's it going?
Not too little. It's going all right. And Red Eye's here.
Kinda here.
Yeah.
Otherwise known as Bot.
Booty Bot 3000.
Oh, damn.
Does not compute.
Razor. Wolves. And I'm somewhere.
It's a sleepy day.
Yeah, dude. Well, I tell you what, I crashed Saturday, and it's I don't know, we without sleep for a couple of days. So we're not completely, but very little sleep. And then Saturday, I had I couldn't stay awake day.
Ugh.
Yeah, I mean, I just could not stay awake. And then Sunday, I kind of, I stayed up again because I slept all day on Saturday. And now I'm having another tired day. So,
I end up having the opposite. I end up with can't get to sleep days sometimes.
Oh, I do. That's why I have the crash days.
Mm.
Yeah. But anyways, I was noticing earlier, and I was shocked, but it's off of it now. But I really don't care. Milo Yiannopoulos was trending earlier.
Oh, shit.
I haven't heard that name for a while.
But listen here, this is why he's trending. It's so fucking stupid. He's doing an internship, no money, right? Internship for Marjorie Taylor Greene.
Oh, fucking hell. Why am I not surprised at this point? That guy just goes from one lunatic decision to the other.
It's so stupid.
Now, what state elected that lady?
What is it? What state is it?
Because I propose that we take Trump's wall idea and scale it down, and we wall that state in. And
I want to say it's one of the Carolinas, but I'm not sure.
It's in South Carolina.
We might get.
Yeah, you're right.
We might get Boland. It's probably Boland State. It has to be Boland State. That I'm just going to make that assumption. It's a pretty safe bet to make. So we're going to wall in just to both the Carolinas. Probably that sounds like a good idea. So we're going to wall them in and let them keep the crazy in that concentrated area, and any other crazy you find in America, you just yeet it over the wall into the crazy section.
But how desperate is Milo though? He's been pretty much out of the limelight for a while, and then nobody really gave it. People stopped giving a shit really about Milo. They really did.
Guess what he did? Mission accomplished.
Yeah.
We're talking
He's doing it for
about
attention, probably.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And he's fucking not. How do you get the attention of the world after you did what you did and said what you said? Well, you go quiet for a while, so his PR people are good. No one's sort of wanting to put their hands around his neck and go, everyone's sort of gotten over it and just realised that he's a massive gadoosh. But he's going to be back in conservative circles. He'll probably be their darling again within 18 months. And this is the first step back into the public limelight.
He's their token gay guy. I mean, he's their token gay.
No, he's straight now.
Well, is he straight?
Georgia. It's Georgia, by the way.
He claims to have undergone conversion therapy, and now he's straight.
I didn't know that.
No.
Mm-hmm.
No, he didn't.
He is not promoting that bullshit.
He is. Totally is. Oh, and he's super Christian as well.
Oh, Milo. How
he is such a he'll do anything.
Look.
Why can't he try to get attention by doing something good rather than making everybody hate him every time he speaks?
Well, here's the thing.
There's money in hate.
Yeah. No, well, reinventing yourself is a pretty good idea. Now, who remembers the thing called social autopsy, that incredibly left-leaning idea that got blown out of the fucking water. You know who started that? Candace fucking Owens.
Yeah.
Right? The darling of the right used to be a left-leaning until the left ate her alive.
Wasn't that the thing where that was trying to dox everybody?
Yes.
Yeah.
So Eva, she was running covertly as a lefty and did that just to get I don't know what motivated her, but all of a sudden she just appeared as a conservative pundit. It's just like, what? You made social autopsy? How? What the? And everyone hook, line, and sinker, and she's now incredibly wealthy. Good for her. Like, you go, girl. You got fucking game. You bullshitted your way into the door of the conservative movement somehow, and now they give you lots of fucking money, kind of like Rush Limbaugh. Rush Limbaugh was not a real hardcore conservative, but when he got on a radio and started going, it's exactly what these hardcore conservatives wanted to fucking hear. It's kind of like Colbert. Rush Limbaugh was not that a hardcore dude, except when he was on his radio station, but privately, apparently he wasn't that of a hardcore conservative. Yeah. But he handed it the fuck up because it made him a lot of fucking money. Candace Owens, boom. And now we got fucking Milo.
The difference is Rush Limbaugh was presenting himself as being serious, and Colbert was presenting himself as being a parody.
Well, no,
of people like him.
That's the thing, though.
Some people didn't believe it, though.
A lot of Americans, apparently, conservative older Americans, believed that Colbert was legit.
Mm-hmm. It's because they're fucking stupid.
Well,
there's lots of stupid going around now here.
But yeah, you make a good point. Colbert wasn't legit, but he was perceived to be legit by a fair few people that weren't really sort of
I loved it with
paying
Colbert
attention.
On the O'Reilly Report. I loved it. O'Reilly Factor. I loved it when he went on there because he was, he pretty much based his character off Bill O'Reilly.
Mm-hmm, yeah.
And
even the little thing where he had the screen with the bullet points on it.
Yeah, and so when he went on the O'Reilly Factor, he stayed within character, and it was funny as hell. It was pretty funny.
Do you think Bill O'Reilly knew he was being mocked?
Yeah, Bill O'Reilly knew he did. And honestly, even though O'Reilly's a fucking dick, O'Reilly always kind of accepted that gimmick. He always kind of accepted, he was, because O'Reilly's, he's a dick, he's an asshole, but he wasn't an idiot. And he knew it would be more money for him.
Yeah.
Because, when they imitate you, that means you're there. Fuck it. All these people who get mad about being imitated on Saturday Night Live, you fucking idiots.
Imitation is one of the highest forms of flattery.
Yeah, if you get mad about
even if it is a parody, it's still
flattery. It means you're noticed. It means they know who the fuck you are. It means and so don't get so upset. Fuck it.
It means you're somebody worth making fun of.
Yeah.
Yeah, like a lot of artists say they know they made it when Weird Al does covers one of their songs.
Well, that's the way it used to be. It's the same thing with country music with Cletus T. Judd. If he copied one of your songs, boom, you were a popular country.
Mm-hmm.
It's just Cletus T. Judd was the Weird Al country.
Which band was it that said that about Weird Al? I think it was Bare Naked Ladies that said that.
Maybe.
I forgot who it was. Somebody did say that though.
Yeah, some band was asked how they felt about being parodied by Weird Al, and they said their answer was, "We finally made it."
Right, because it's true.
How to Do It Wrong was how Phil Collins reacted to South Park. He basically thinks that they destroyed his career. It's like, no, Phil, you fucking idiot.
No, but this flip out you're having, mate.
Yeah.
You suck my dick, John.
His fucking temper tantrum about being on South Park. Should have leaned right the fuck into that, because you could have done a world fucking tour off the back of that publicity, you dummy. But the South Park knows you destroyed my career. Like the way they played his character was fucking hilarious in that show. Anyway, so nothing could take away the fact that he's been in some big bands and he's released some really fucking classic tunes over the years. It's like just lean into it. Ring the guys at South Park and say, do another episode with me and turn me into like a version of Mega Streisand, but bigger and better.
That's I
Crawley's
mean,
a fucking legend, man.
that's like going, well, it used to be this way on YouTube too. And I guess it still is in a way, but I don't keep up with it enough to know. But like on TikTok, right? There's just one guy called Justin Danger. If he stitches your video, doesn't even matter fuck if he's making you look goofy. All of a sudden, you're gonna have hundreds of thousands of fucking followers, or thousands of followers. So it helps. So don't get mad, and shit, don't get pissed off.
Yeah, I'm learning the lesson slowly that you just on the internet. There's only one way to do things, and that's fucking lean into it, not fucking and just go with it. It's like take your punches, take your licks, eat a little bit of humble pie because it's fucking good for you, and it also shows you're slightly human, and
Yeah. And by leaning into it, you can make it your own at that point.
Well, yeah, and the classic example of leaning into something, and I'm going to go real big here, is how a certain demographic of American society took a word and just sort of went, that's ours now. And the N word is like, well, it's a pretty exclusive club. You got to, I can't drop that word. No. So
I can say it.
Yeah, but you're
Natalie?
Yeah, see?
Natalie
Just a
Portman
classy
will
lady.
not. Natalie Portman will not get mad if you say
Nailed it.
I don't know. She's kind of weird. She might.
I fuck the shit out of
So,
Natalie
So-
Portman. She's hot, dude.
who saw
Yeah.
Amber Heard's lawyer
I mean,
crying wolf on the Today Show? I think
On
it
two
was.
Yeah, that
different
was
channels.
funny.
I haven't kept
That
up
was
with
funny
it.
shit.
Well, I got a bit of a problem with it because she's basically trying to say that this is a big setback for women. It's like, no, well, you're framing it as bad.
You
This
knew
is
they
like a
were
win
gonna pull
for-
that shit, though. You knew they were.
well, but the way she's framing it, it's like I watched Chesh's vid. She put a video out about it, and Chesh didn't pull any punches straight away. She said, what this lady's saying is bullshit. And I'm going, bravo, Chesh. Good for you. Thank you for at least speaking up and going, this isn't about women's being set
Look,
back.
hey.
This is just about a fucking two people that behaved poorly, and one of them liked to punch the fucking shit out of the other and maybe lob objects and try and remove digits. Yeah,
No, she's
and
already removed one digit.
yeah, Hers lawyer was alleging that in the case in England, they proved Johnny committed domestic violence at least 12 times. That wasn't admissible in America, but the whole court case in the
You
UK
mean
wasn't
the
about
judge
domestic
whose
violence.
son works for the Murdoch Group.
Yeah, but the whole court case was.
I'm sure she was really
about-
impartial about or he was really impartial about the son.
Well, yeah, but the whole court case in England was not about the domestic abuse. It was about the same thing in America. And this fucking lawyer that got on TV and is trying to make out Johnny's been proven to be guilty of domestic violence. Like, I don't think that was the case.
They also
At
claimed
all.
it was a setback to Me Too. You know what sets back Me Too? Women who try to weaponize lies to get their way.
And
That's what
false
sets back Me
accusations.
Too.
That's what.
Yep. That's what sets back Me Too. Not them being called out for it. That's the
Well,
exact opposite. That's bullshit.
The blatant lies and manufacturing of evidence, like the photo. It's like, that's a different photo. It's like, no, it's not. You got it on your Apple iPhone back in 2014 or 15 or whatever the fuck, and you altered the lighting and you did a really shitty job, and the metadata doesn't fucking... And that's what they did in court. They just went, "Do-do-do." This is when the photo was made. And they had the photo expert from Amber's side basically say, yeah, it's the same photo, but it looks different. Because the metadata was fucking identical, and it was just like, this has been changed. The metadata was exactly the same down to the fucking goddamn nanosecond. It was like they couldn't bullshit their way out of that, and the expert had to go, well, it's got the same metadata, but it definitely isn't the same photo because it looks different. And so everyone in the courtroom just went, really, dude? Really? Get the fuck out of here.
Multiple places they entered the same photo for two different dates. It was the whole thing was a hot mess.
Yeah, it was a farce, and Amber should have been taken to fucking goddamn school for like a year to train her how to be a like the smirking in the courtroom, all of the bullshit.
Oh,
Just-
she was really
came
smug the
back.
whole time.
Yeah, and then she pulls the whole, I mean, straight up gaslighting the world. And it's not like I'm sitting here while this is going on, smirking and laughing. I was hoping for and so satisfied when I
Yeah.
saw, like, I'm not into like fun videos about subjects like this, but on that one, yeah, it was nice to see her come up and see them side by side, her on all the videos where she's saying she's not laughing and smirking while they're showing her on the same screen laughing and smirking.
Yeah, it was great. But Amber Heard's lawyer, that lady, she's just like, I've seen other lawyers commenting about her performance, basically. And they just went, yeah, you need to learn how to not ask questions that will invoke that's hearsay. And because I'd like to see how many times they invoked it on each side and shut each other down, because a lot of that fucking shit was that try to ask a question, and apparently don't quite understand why you got to form questions a certain way. I guess I'll sit down and learn one day. But if they've got the wording slightly fucking wrong, objection, Your Honor, hearsay, speculation, can we break for lunch? It's like, what the fuck?
I liked it when Amber Heard's lawyer called objection hearsay on his own witness that he asked a question to.
Yeah,
I think somebody put out an
I'm
objection
just glad
hearsay
it's
parody
over
song.
with, but y'all still talking about it, though.
Sorry, what?
Well,
I said, I'm glad it's over with, but y'all still talking about it, though.
Yeah.
well, it's not over yet. There could be
By the
I don't know,
24th. I
Can
think
she
she has to
appealing
appeal
it?
by the 20. If she's going to appeal, she has to do it by the 24th.
She is.
But if she
She's already
appeals
said
it
she
in
is.
Virginia, she said she is. But if you appeal it in Virginia, you have to post bond. And I believe in Virginia, bond is your entire settlement. And there's something, and yeah, so she would have to have the money to pony up. It's not an easy thing to do now. She could do that. She could borrow it from somebody. There's no one that says it has to
Elon
come
will give
from
it to her.
Right. I was thinking that's possible. But
I'll
you also have to have grounds. Like they did document all the different objections and pieces of evidence that weren't able to come in. So if they're going to appeal, they're going to have to say that the judge's decision to keep certain pieces of evidence out would have changed something. I don't think they're going to be able to prove that. Even if she has the bond for the appeal and she makes the appeal, I don't think it goes through. Appeals are for
Hope
losers.
not.
Appeals are for losers. It doesn't work.
I'm definitely tired of this whole thing already.
Yeah.
Even if she qualifies to file bankruptcy, she's still because there's malice in the tort, she can't discharge at the very least the the compensation portion. The punishment portion she can, like that bankruptcy would discharge that, but that's only $350,000. She'd still be on the hook for $10,000 or $10 million.
Yeah. Real quick, Billy Boy Blue gave follow says you are all just a bunch of haters. Amber was so right in that trial, she was simply misheard. You didn't misheard.
Oh,
Nah, but tish.
Snapperoonie. So there's one other thing that happened today that I found fascinating in the world of politics, and that was there was a popularity contest in a certain country. And let's put it this way, if you're in a group of, say, 350 people and they take a vote on whether you're going to be the team captain, 200 come back and say, you've got our full support. But 140, 150 of them come back and say, get the fuck out. Would you hang about knowing that nearly half your team wants you gone and you were very close to having the numbers for them to get rid of you? Talking about Boris Johnson faced a leadership challenge, and he narrowly won. 140 votes against, about 200 for him. And if you know anything about it, what happened is during COVID and the lockdown and the crisis, he was at 10 Downing Street getting fucking drunk with his friends, but they weren't parties, they were work meetings and work-related gatherings, which the police investigated and found out to be a fucking lie. They were parties. The day after Prince Philip died, or was it the day he died? They're having a party. Woo-hoo. So Boris Johnson, and history shows that even if leaders win these challenges, within 12 months, they are fucking gone. So Theresa May, she won her challenge. She was gone within months. So speculation is that Boris Johnson's leadership is now terminal, and they're going to be looking for a replacement. So it's very interesting.
Real quick, Amber Turd gave me $20.
Ew.
Yeah,
But
right.
Nice of her.
She
I'm
only
surprised.
did you.
And but
surprised she
it was
hasn't
Amber
left
Turd
after
would.
the,
I
after
think
that
Amber
ruling.
Turd. Wait a minute. I think Amber Turd would be drunk and drove. Honestly, so
I'd give that back. It's going to
No, I think it's
poop on
actually
it.
her.
it may
Are you
be.
sure?
But honestly, if she was in here, she wouldn't offer me money. She would offer me pussy.
Ew.
I don't know if you
Well, she
want
would
that.
force that.
Oh,
on
I
you.
want that. I don't give a
No.
fuck what y'all say. I would eat the hell out of that quick shit.
No. Oh, she's gross on every level now. It's like,
Yeah, but then you end up being dragged into court by her, you know?
Look,
Here's
I
the
eat her
thing.
pussy because Johnny Depp's dick been there. I don't give a shit.
ooh.
Jeez.
Make-
You know
make
what?
it
I
part-
will say this. There
make
is
it
one
part
thing I
of
want to bitch
fucking
about
job.
Johnny Depp fans. I love Johnny Depp. Don't get me wrong. I've always liked Johnny Depp. Like a lot
I
of
like
his
his acting.
movies are great, but there's a lot of people going around starting to say he's the greatest actor ever. No, he's fucking not.
He's a character.
Greatest
He's
ever,
a good
no.
character actor. He is
He's
definitely.
a good actor, but he's not the greatest actor ever now.
I'll
I
tell
would
you what,
still
though.
say, even for character acting, Tim Curry is better. But
There's a lot of better character
Yeah.
actors out there.
I had a lot of fun watching Depp sassing Amber's lawyer, though. That was fun.
I mean,
yeah,
the
that
dude-
did pick up.
The dude that played Abe Lincoln, he was in Gangs of New York. He was the fucking the famous native guy. Oh, I keep that. That's a
Lone
fucking
Ranger
actor.
Tonto.
Huh? No, not Tonto.
You talking about?
He's talking about Depp. Depp was Tonto.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Tonto. Yeah, Depp was
Yeah.
Tonto, but that was horrible. Man. That was a horrible performance. Man.
I didn't
Oh.
see it.
I think as a character actor, I think Depp is one of the greatest because of the range of characters he's played, from Edward Scissorhands through to all
Yeah,
of the
he's
different ones.
great.
Captain,
He's great.
as a character actor, I think he's one of the fucking greatest.
I would
Yeah,
not
as
put
a
him. I would not
character
put him
actor,
as
I
in GOAT status. I would personally.
Oh.
Of course, this is very subjective, of course, and anybody can
I would
say
say greatest of our time, not all time. I'd say he's one of the greatest of our time. Tim Curry being probably my favorite character actor of all time. And he's of our time too. So
He's
I
definitely up
think,
there.
I think personally now, I think Depp's greatest performance, me personally, is Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas. I fucking love
that messes me up because for years I saw that movie in the theater. I had no idea that was him. No idea.
Dude, that was
No
a
idea.
great. That's where you know he's a great performer, and he is
See,
an amazing performer.
That
But
movie
I don't
sold
know
it
if I-
so hard. I was uncomfortable with it because I knew
Yeah.
people who were like that. Like I'm like, I don't know if I want to
It's a
watch
good
this.
movie. It's a really good movie. It's a really good movie. And the other guy, I can't think of his fucking name, but the other guy was great too.
You're
Yeah, that was
missing.
well acted. Really well acted.
You're missing one of his greatest roles, 21 Jump Street.
That without 21 Jump Street, there wouldn't be all these other roles.
Street. Oh, fuck that! I used to really like that show. Like the
A lot of
theme- I
people
can
did.
still
It was
hear
a
the theme
hit.
song.
Back
It was
then,
a-
yeah, it was.
It was a fucking major hit, dude. And then
There
the
were like
movies
3
kind of blew.
channels
The
back
movies,
then.
the movies suck. The Channing
Yeah.
Tatum movies suck.
Wait, there were movies?
Yeah,
It's
Channing
very-
Tatum and what's his name? I can't think of that dude's name.
Very rarely do remakes hit the mark. The only one that I can think of that I think stands up is Total Recall, and a lot of people go, but I think the newer one's better than the original. I'm sorry, but as a sci-fi movie, the newer Total Recall with Colin, it's a fucking great, like that chase scene along the rooftop. There's just so many good moments in that fucking movie. Now, the original is still stands out, and it's an Arnie movie, so it's in its own special category. But
Landon,
it's one of
I've
those
only
few
seen
remakes
clips.
that I will go yes.
By the way, Landon, I have not yet. Me and Kristen talked about this the other day. I have not ever sat down and watched any of the trial. I watched clips, but not like sit there and watch the trial like other people. No, I haven't done that.
Same.
But I did watch the verdict. I ain't gonna lie because Kristen made me do it.
Yeah, I did.
No, seriously, I'm not Joanne. She fucking messaged me. It's on
Yeah,
the
but
comments.
it's happening now.
I mean,
To
seriously.
find out if justice is finally getting served.
I am not even joking. I was sitting there just minding my own damn business. All of a sudden, my fucking phone started blowing up. It's only 5 minutes. Woo-hoo.
But I was starting to believe that in this world that anything a woman said could never be wrong, and that was really frightening to me. I really thought I was going to have to face
look
that.
here. If Johnny Depp didn't have the money he had to throw at the resources, it would have never happened.
No, it wouldn't have, and that's.
I mean, yes, is it a win
That
for?
was my interest in it. Like I could give a shit.
Yeah, is it a win for
less
men?
about
Is it a win for men's justice? Maybe. I don't think so. Personally, I don't think it's going to be because most of us don't have that money.
No, but I think it did put in the public consciousness that it's possible and that it needs to be addressed.
But I don't want this. But I also
millions of dollars to have that heard.
I also don't want this to have the juicy Schmollett effect either. I don't want that to have that effect either. Where I see some people like, well, you can't believe no black people. I don't want people to say, oh, you can't believe women because what I'm saying.
I like to.
I don't think the Smollett thing will do that.
Like we can see the difference. You know what I mean? Like I think.
I'm just saying that stuff like that when people make these false accusations and it's proven, a lot of times there is a negative feedback for actual victims. There is. It happens quite often. That's why people like me, you, and everybody else says when they do this, it hurts actual victims. Because that's so yeah. Yeah, please do what Landon said. Consider tipping. John Morgan, that is on you. You son of a bitch. You stood us up last Thursday.
Is it 2 weeks in a row now?
Yeah, I think 2 weeks in a row. So you owe me at least $73.18. Red Eye had to fill in for you, but he doesn't,
Everybody get out a $20 bill, fold it up, and stick it into Pimpmunk's beard.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, I'm only like a few hundred, like 500, 600, 700, something like that, away from 150,000 followers on TikTok. I'm really excited about that. I'm really excited. No, it was just last Thursday. Were you sure, John Morgan? Are you sure?
It's been too recently. I know there has.
I don't know. Red Eye, what is the verdict?
I don't know.
Is he guilty or not guilty?
I'm calling a mistrial.
Man, fuck you. Landon, what's the verdict? Landon's the judge, and Landon's got to lay down the sentence, which is the fine that John Morgan has to pay. And if Landon and Kurt Noah's had to pay fines in the past, John Morgan, you're not too good for fines.
Yeah. Agreed.
By God. Son of a bastard. Anyways, yeah, there's that Johnny Depp shit was crazy. It honestly was. It was crazy. Why is Hogs trending? Oh, Super Hogs. I guess that's a baseball team. The college baseball team.
I think it's kind of an important thing to see a guy have a win in a court case.
I get that part.
Because very rarely, statistically, men don't do well in court cases.
No, I get that part. I do get that part. I really do.
In these scenarios, so.
Landis is guilty as charged right now.
Huh? What he said then? Like I said, I'm not even paying attention. What was the trial about again?
John Morgan, man, a piece of shit.
Yeah. I'll just declare a mistrial. Again. No comment.
Look again.
I hate
I didn't do it. No.
you. You do the right thing.
I didn't do it, boy.
What?
I don't know.
I don't
The
know.
fuck
either.
did you just say?
I don't know. Don't you remember the Simpsons
confused.
episode, the I didn't do it, boy?
Amber Turd just gave another 20 and said Jonah is on the clock.
Wow.
Jonah is on the clock. Okay, Amber Turd wants John Morgan on the clock. This is serious shit, man.
My God.
You pissed Amber. You pissed the lady Heard off, bro.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Sit down, Scamber.
Scamper. There's so many names for her out there now. It's pitiful, dude.
You know that the pile of memes has already started about the verdict as well, of course.
My dog stepped on a bee.
I did watch a clip of Rogan talking about it. And I liked his take on her. Like, they were saying, like, I guess they were getting kind of a little bit mean about what happens to her now. And he stopped them and was like, no, I really just hope, nothing bad. Just go off, take some, like, go have an ayahuasca trip, learn from your life, learn your mistakes, come back, apologize, and live your life better. Yeah. Be better.
Joe Rogan needs to quit fucking promoting that ayahuasca shit. I'm serious. I looked into that a few weeks ago. That shit ain't as safe as what people are saying it is.
Well, no, if you want to go to they have centers.
Yeah,
what
fuck that shit. They also have centers for goddamn crazy ass Tom Cruise people, Scientologists.
What's going on?
I mean, the fucking
What are you talking about?
ayahuasca shit, man. I think that, fuck no. That shit making you, they give you
I don't know
a
what that
bucket
is.
so you can puke into and shit. It's a psychedelic.
Oh, okay.
And it's supposed to free you from. Some people claim that they freedom from addictions and shit like that. I don't buy this shit for a goddamn thing.
It's
I'm
basically
serious.
DMT prepared, like in
I
mostly
think
prepared
it's a
product that way.
fucking, it's a con.
So apparently freeing them from addiction means it transferred the addiction to a new thing instead.
Well, I don't
No,
know.
there are a lot of people who talk about psilocybin therapies doing stuff like that to so basically when you do something like the ayahuasca or the psilocybin stuff, that's usually like a controlled time frame, like it's like a week. They'll go in for like a week
I
worth
think
of
it's a
therapy,
fucking
whatever.
scam.
And when they come out, there have been people. Everybody's
Ooh.
body is different, and different programs. Like no medication, whether it's natural or not, is going to fix you. There's no magic pill. It has to be in combination with therapy.
That's true.
There's
That's true.
thing they're doing in Australia. They've just started doing it recently with terminally ill people. They put them in a room. They set the room up to their liking, so it's themed like fucking whatever they like. They then give them some good headphones and give them a mushroom trip. And the vast majority of patients that go into the room before the trip are freaking out about their mortality and really, really. And when they come out, they're cool. They're like,
I can see.
They've had an experience and they're at peace and they sort of had a reckoning with the whole thing of existence.
I can see that. I'm not saying it don't work like that, and I'm okay with saying maybe that'll work, but it also may be kind of a placebo effect too.
No, they're doing scientific studies and they're getting the evidence that shows that this is helping people come to terms with their mortality.
I'm not denying it by any means. I'm just saying, there's just got those things out there.
Yeah, I think that.
I think I'm right and you're wrong.
No, I think that you need to go and have a look at what's going on in that world because there's a lot of studies going on. Look, they're discovering that there's
my tank sweat will cure fucking AIDS.
Well, it might, But for instance,
Mighty
here's the
Mushroom
wonderful
says
thing
with
about
great power comes great responsibility to reprogram smokers.
You fucking drug addicts.
well, for one, did you know that forests use basically networks of fungi and forests communicate? We're learning this shit. Like the forest is talking.
The mycelial network.
Yep. And we haven't studied fuck all of this stuff.
Yeah,
it's
kind of
like
when too fucking
the forest has a brain underground. You just don't even know.
We find it.
Hey, did you hear about that Chinese shit? The goddamn hole they found with a fucking living world underneath it.
No, what's this?
The caves with the forests in them?
Yeah.
Yeah, actually, I have.
That's crazy.
I was just watching a documentary with people exploring one of them last night.
Yeah, that shit's crazy, dude.
That is so weird.
A whole different world under there.
That is really cool.
Whole new world.
No, dude, it's like fucking nut. Brother,
Not a new world.
You don't know about this yet.
It's a nice. Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. They're really.
Do they find any Morlocks?
They're very unique ecosystems that are closed off and protected, and some wonderful fucking things have been found there, and they're relatively undisturbed by humans.
Is
it delicious though?
Well,
have we eaten it yet?
Well, we probably will end up eating it, but I don't know. Like I said, I haven't got this much. I haven't watched this documentary. You need to send me the documentary.
Well, actually, I would like you to share a picture because I found an article.
You know, you can share pictures, right?
Well, I'm just going to put the link in so you can do it.
You're
it's your
such
stream.
A lazy son of a bitch.
It's your stream, not my stream. But look at this little dude. He looks like a little baby kaiju. Have a look at his little grimace face. He's like, he looks really angry. It's a baby Galapagos Island tortoise. It's a fucking albino one. It's the first time they've ever seen an albino one. It's been born in the wild. There was a couple of eggs laid.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah, throw him up on screen. Show the people because he's albino. He's got red eyes. He looks like his tiny little kaiju. It's like when I get bigger, I'm going to destroy you.
He's so cute.
Yeah, he is pretty cool. Well, I'm getting there, Red.
You just like him because he's a red eye like you.
Yeah, but he also looks angry. Like, look at him. He's like, you say, "Let me out of your hands so I can fucking kick everyone's ass."
There he is.
Look at that little bastard.
Just he wants to destroy a very tiny Tokyo.
Yes, Junkie Girl. He does say albino.
Scroll down.
It's cute. It's cute the way he says albino. It's cute.
Oh, learn to speak the Queen's English properly, you pack of fucking rebel pricks.
I think it's adorable. I think you're excluded from that. I think you're Commonwealth.
But fuck these rebels.
I think you're adorable.
Throwing tea in a harbour, you
the way you
fucking
speak
ingrate.
shit wrong. I think you're adorable. But it's fucking albino, not albino, okay?
Albino.
Bino is something you take to keep from farting.
That is true.
You're a massive twat waffle, and I hate you with a passion.
Actually, so Bino was a very good comic series. I'll have you know.
I don't know that one.
Scroll down and look at him.
Do you have that in Australia?
Yeah. Right? What's that, mate?
Do you guys have Bino in Australia?
I do believe so. Yeah. Now,
very British comic.
Look at the size that these things are. Now, here's a story about these two. They never got a living specimen back to England to put in the zoo. And do you know why? Because these things are fucking delicious, apparently. Every part of that tortoise except the shell, even the shell can be used, but nearly every part of the tortoise can be used up. They store water. So if you want to take water back in the old days, if you want to store water on a long voyage, grab some fucking tortoises, throw them on board. You got meat, you got water storage, the shells used, everything was used. And apparently everything, including the bone marrow on these things, is delicious. And that's the reason they never got a specimen back to England.
They ate them on the way home.
They fucking ate them all on the way home. Now, that's whether that's historically accurate or not, but that's one story that was portrayed to me, and I thought it was kind of funny. But I do believe it could be also true that the reason I never got one back to England, a live specimen back in the day of tall ships was because they fucking ate them all. Nom, 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 nom. And apparently they are delicious, and we nearly ate them to the point of extinction. But now we're breeding those little. Look at that little dude. It's like he looks so angry.
I want one.
He's adorable.
Yeah, and here's the sad thing about them. About 2 to 3% of their mating attempts are successful. So that's why we've really got to look after them. And the fact that we're getting them to breed in captivity is really cool. And we've seen our first albino specimen, because I don't think that guy'd last very long in the wild.
Probably not.
He'd get picked off by a predator, and then sadly, the other thing that happens is they get skin cancer and stuff. We've seen that on many a critter. Although with so many cameras and stuff being out now, we're finding more and more cool albino critters or albino critters. Shut up, Pimp.
Yeah.
But yeah, that little dude just, when I saw him, he looked so fucking angry, and he was like only hatched a few weeks ago. I was like, dude, that's a lot of aggro to build up in a very short lifetime. Well played, little dude. I look forward to you becoming a laser shooting kaiju destroying Tokyo. Hey. So there you go.
See, those guys on the boat just did the world a favor by preventing that. It's going to destroy London if they didn't eat it on the way home.
And other news just in. Apparently, does the name Enrique Torrio mean anything to anybody? Maybe this name will ring a bell. Proud Boys. Well, the leader of the Proud Boys and 4 of his underlings, including Joseph Briggs, have just been charged with seditious conspiracy for the January 6th Capitol riot. Oh, fellas, you got some explaining to do. Good luck.
Got him.
Yeah, good fucking luck, boys.
That'll be a fun one to see the results of, too.
Oh, yeah. Well, here's the thing. They waited this long to bring charges against him. I think they were just dotting the I's, crossing the T's, and making sure they got
That's generally what happens.
Evidence.
If they wait that long, it's because they're gathering every piece of evidence available.
Yeah.
They're going to slam these fucking guys with everything they can.
Yeah, they don't bring the charges until they're confident they're going to nail them.
Yep. And in other crypto news, apparently the first lot of insider trading charges have just been brought against a guy who was working for a mob that was selling NFTs. But he would buy the NFTs before they went public, but the company would create all the hype for them, and then he would sell them for a profit a few days later or a month later or whatever. And he thought he was above the law because these laws about this stuff don't apply to NFTs. Surely it's like, yes, they do. Goodbye. You're going to court. And the feds have just brought charges against him for insider trading. So first insider trading charges against a dude using NFTs as the thing. Yep. So the governments are adapting rather quickly to this new thing. So, yeah. That was interesting.
That was interesting. Goddamn.
The
We
blockchain
may,
never
I
lies.
tell you what, I said we was going an hour and a half. We may only go an hour.
Oh, damn. Fading already there, Pimp?
Yeah, it's Raisin's fault.
Well, he's
Oh,
already
dear.
made
Tired you out?
You made fun of the way I talk, so he's happy now.
He
You big meanie.
got all he wanted, and
But
now
I'm
he's ready to
putting
go.
everybody on the fuck clock, and that includes you, Red Eye.
Yeah.
It is Red's fault that I'm staring at. Now I want to call them albino animals.
Yeah.
You know?
Peacocks are really cool looking when they're albino.
Yep. And budgerigars.
Also, Raisin, on that topic, don't forget to get yourself a copy of Beano, the comic.
Mm. And
Yeah.
crows and
I
magpies.
used to get those as a kid.
I'm going to have to I vaguely remember it. Because we had because of course, being in the Commonwealth, we had that nice crossover of getting all the English stuff and the American stuff. I think Canada has a similar kind of thing. Do you have the BBC and stuff up?
Yeah, they have big black cocks.
Oh Lord.
But
BBC, British
Isn't Beano the
broadcasting.
one that actually had the original version of Dennis the Menace?
I'm not sure.
Or was it another one? So remember there was a different America and England had a different Dennis the Menace, and I think the English one was first.
Yeah, I think Dennis was done in England first.
And he was a nastier fucker over there too.
Oh yeah.
Well, he was British. They're all nasty over there.
Oh my god, wallabies are so cute when they're albino.
Mm-hmm.
Now she's looking up nothing but albino.
Yeah,
That's
have
why
a
I
look.
looked up rare albino animals. That's exactly what I'm looking at.
Did you see? Oh, what's the thing's name? There's a humpback whale, and I remember when I was about, Jesus, it'd be 30 years ago. This thing was born, and because the humpbacks, when they migrate up the east coast, they come really close to where I live, and you can stand on the shore, and on a good day, they'll come right in close and show off with and the calves will be there, and then Migaloo, I think its name was.
Yeah, that it looks like it's carved out of ivory. That is such a perfect looking animal.
It is. Yeah. When this calf was born, it was just everyone was blowing the fuck away because one year just mums appeared with the newborn calf, and the whole pod's just protecting the shit out of it because it's standing out like a sore thumb. But it's still kicking. There's a few times they didn't spot it and they were worried about it, and then one year, boop. So that guy's probably growing up to breeding age now and will be dispersing his genes throughout their species, and hopefully we might see another albino whale one day.
That's not how you pronounce it.
Yeah, see what I did there?
It's an albino.
Alwina.
Oh,
It's an Alwina.
it's an Al Pacino.
Al Pacino.
Isn't Pinky supposed to be smarter? What the fuck are y'all talking about? I know it's about Pinky and the Brain, but whatever.
No, Brian. Pinky's not the smart one.
I mean, some people suggest that. I don't know why.
Psh.
Maybe because the brain schemes always fail. I don't know. Was Pinky albino? I don't remember.
No,
Both were.
Albino crows are cool looking too.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, that would be weird. It'd be like a photo negative.
That would be weird.
It is.
yeah. And magpies are cool too. I've saw some photos of one of those guys.
I think we're going to need this link
here.
you're looking at, Raisin.
I just did an image search for rare
okay.
albino animals.
I thought you'd found like a page of them or something.
I looked at a couple different pages, but unfortunately, a lot of pictures are Pinterest, and I don't like that.
No, Pinterest is kind of shit. Yeah.
I had an albino peacock cichlid, big male, and I had him breeding with a lot of the other females in the tank, and they were throwing some really interesting variations.
I saw one that was like a half and half, like it was split down the middle. It sort of looked like a Dalmatian on its face. It was really bizarre. Let's see if I can find that one again, and I'll throw it in the side chat.
What color would an albino polar bear be? I don't know. I honestly don't know if
It'd be a whiter shade of pale.
well, if anything, everything would be just pink eyes and the lighter color.
I think the eyes would be the only way you could tell the difference with the polar bear, wouldn't it?
I do believe so. Maybe the fur may even be a yellowish color. That's just a guess, though. So I'll have a look.
Or what if they just like really throw a wrench in things, where since polar bears are normally white, the albino ones are actually black.
Yeah, well that could be. I don't know if that'd be a different word though.
Words.
If you go down the side chat link,
Yep,
if you
they do exist.
that peacock with that split color, that's so wild.
Let's have a look.
Oh my god, the polar bears.
Yeah, so like I thought, their furs goes a yellowish color.
Mm.
A little bit more yellow.
Pinky eyes.
That makes sense.
The giant eyeball on that owl.
Actually, hold on. That's well. I don't know if there are. This is weird. Yeah, that looks photoshopped, that one.
I wonder why albinism happens like the same way to so many different animals.
Just a gene mutation, I think it is.
Yeah, but why is it so common? Or not common, but just like why does it affect so many
The
different kinds of
pigment.
animals the same way? It's weird.
I
I
don't
know
know.
the albino crow is giving the other crow some shit.
Dude, I tell you what.
Is good.
Raisins made me so goddamn sleepy. It's sad.
So yeah, it stops the production of melanin. So I guess no matter what animal it is, like no melanin is.
Oh, maybe
just
that's what it is.
that.
Yeah, so
That's just the
from
default for everybody without it.
From what I'm gathering, an albino polar bear will have a pink nose instead of a black nose and pink eyes, and the fur has it's actually the one that I'm looking at now. It's nearly a really light brown
Blonde.
color. It's weird, and then it's the other cub that was born in that lot is a dark chocolatey brown color with a pinkish nose. So yeah,
I like how the list ends with them being with the lady who posted this being like, and also my husband. Look how white he is.
Right. So the other one's an albino black bear that they were showing off as a cub as well.
The squirrel is cool.
Why are animals so cute? And they're it makes them extra pink and
They're all
fuzzy.
animally.
Yeah, Landon's saying the paws and snout are different color for albino polar bears, and that's sort of thought, and the fur might be a little bit of a different color too. and
Yeah,
that may
probably
be
the eyes again
case.
too. Yeah.
It's interesting. I never really thought about an albino polar bear before. It's like so now I know they do exist, just like most other animals that they're capable of producing.
Yeah. I want to see an albino.
Tomato.
Can you get double layered albino?
I don't
I
know.
don't-
It's like a burger with an extra patty.
Are gingers just albino humans?
No. They're soulless creatures that should be destroyed. No, I'm just kidding. We love that. We love ginger people here
No, we don't.
at the wood.
They have
No, we
extra
don't.
sex.
Destroyed
What
by
an
this dick.
unusual number of gingers in my life, to be fair.
Look at your ginger.
I've actually never experienced a ginger in that way.
Really, I have.
Though I did my first like holy handsy boyfriend when I was a kid was a ginger.
Lewd.
It's terrible.
I've
Not
had
in
my
public, I
penis
hope.
inside a redheaded girl before.
I tell you what, polar bears look really cute until you see a photo of them just after they've had something to eat, and their heads are just covered in blood.
They're
Slug.
really mean. There's one.
They're the
Aren't they
most
one of the most
vicious.
vicious bears? Yeah, I was gonna say.
Which one? Which
The
one?
polar bear is the most vicious bear.
Oh yeah. I've seen the polar bear with its face covered in blood thing. Yeah.
They're aggressive, man. They'll come after you. They'll hunt
Well-
you down.
Eels are really cute too, so it's extra sad if you catch them in the act.
They're little baby ones too. It's like they're really cute, but you just look at them and they're basically projecting this. When I grow up, I'm gonna fucking eat your face. It's like, whoa,
Yeah.
all right, little dude, calm down.
I mean, little guys got to eat.
Yeah.
They're aggressive, man. Pandas are the
And I've actually found
No.
a bear meme, and it's got a photo of a polar bear, and it says, "This is Joe, the albino brown bear. Every time he's seen in the forest, he is rescued, and he wakes up in the North Pole." And it's got a photo of a bear with its mouth open. It's just screaming out, "Fuck!"
I was almost free.
Rough.
All right, now here's a photo of an albino brown or a grizzly bear. This motherfucker is just sitting on top of a telegraph pole, just perched like it's a fucking bar stool. What the fuck?
It owns that
That's
shit.
weird.
Now.
That's not. It's just a tree stump, but it's about 10 feet off the fucking ground, and it's sitting on it like it's a fucking bar stool. I'm not kidding. That's great.
He just wants a drink.
Well, this is proof that you climbing a tree. No, bears can climb a tree faster than you can run along the fucking ground. You're fucked. If the bear wants to eat you, it's gonna eat you. There is no escape.
True. Fuck, I'm hot.
Oh, I tell you
Modest
what looks
too.
crazy. Brown albino bears look fucking scary.
Man, they are scary.
I bet they're pretty predatory looking. And then if you make them all like, red-eyed and stuff, that'd be pretty frightening. I'm trying to find one with pink eyes. I want to find an albino panda bear because I can't imagine what a panda bear would look like without his stripes.
I mean, I think
Like
you're
a
right,
polar
Razor.
bear?
I've played Resident Evil. When the things have red eyes, that means they're scarier.
It
Yeah.
does.
Albino crocodiles are fucking cool. And they've just found a species of barramundi because they farm them in northern Queensland because they're worth a bit of money. And the farmers, this guy's been farming for 9 years. And they've just worked out that in the wild, one in every a very small number of what they call a silver barramundi, or basically an albino, and the flesh is more lightly colored, and they're starting to selectively breed them because of farming. They've found enough of them, just stumbled across them randomly and scooped them out, and they've got enough of a gene pool now to start creating a fucking population on a farm, and they're going to probably make a metric fuck ton of money out of it because they're really highly sought after in restaurants because the flesh is a lighter color and it looks nicer presentation, all that shit. So really interesting how just a color variation can make something more valuable, or our perception of it more valuable because of its just because of its rarity, I guess.
Yeah. Well, there you go, Mr. Ivory. You probably be more like it.
Yeah, albinos have impaired vision. Usually their eyesight's pretty shit.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
It's probably why their eyes are like pink like that, because there's something wrong with them.
Good point.
I would guess. The albino zebra looked pretty weird. It was like white and cream color.
Yeah. They're trippy how they do. That's kind of like magpies in
That's probably
Australia.
what your panda would be like. Cream color instead of the black.
Huh. What did you look like, a polar bear?
What the hell?
Anyways,
What the hell?
we're gonna end this. We're ending this now.
It's over.
It's over with, people.
Albinos are over.
It's
What
Get
ready.
them
about
now before they're
alopecia?
gone.
Let's bring the alopecia back.
Well,
Someone will get slapped then.
Now, I'm not sure, but I think... Right, so apparently there is an albino panda. They've found it wandering in the wild in China, and it is white and light brown.
I saw one that you can barely tell it has eyes. And then
Yeah, I
there's
know.
one that just looks like it's like a lighter version, but it still has blue eyes. I wanted to find one. I could only find one with the red eyes, and it's moving and all. Like, there's no clean pictures of it.
Yeah, y'all gonna have to shut the fuck up, Tom.
Oh,
Oh, boo-hoo. Wah.
He's trying to end the show.
I'm trying to end it.
We're not going to let him.
Okay.
It's our show now.
All right. Well, we'll see you
It's
tomorrow.
over. Maybe.
Night, everybody.